Oh, it's you again. I wanted to ask you something. Do you have any activated missile on you? You know, the stuff that was used in Operation Queenslayer? The thing is, I know where we can find some. It's in a spot that'd make a good shelter. But the miasma on the way there is thick, and I'd probably succumb to loss before I got there. With some activated missile, I could clear the miasma, though. With activated missile, we could keep going.
We have room to move here.
Finally, I woke up and everything was in shambles. I have no mask and but there's a monster around. Please do something about it.
We can certainly use this.
The last thing I recall is the city. Yeah. If I go back there, I might remember more. Those horrors, the things that attacked that day, just thinking about them gives me
Heading there now. This thing is huge. We can jump down safely now. Take a careful look straight down.
Heck, there's a real monster of a Lost in that hole. And it's cut me off from my friends. I need to go look for them, but... crap. Hey, so... could you tell me if you see any of my friends? They'll have sheltered dog tags like mine. Are they still in that hole? Damn it. What are we supposed to do?
Heading there now. Sorry, I was looking at something. A world untouched by light. Look at that. I'll be there soon. That's a powerful sound.
Belongs to one of my friends. It's stained with ash. That means then one of my other friends is in danger. After we left the shelter and came all this way. Yeah, the government protective shelter I live in started having a serious blood bead shortage. So we hiked out here to look for blood beads. In dangerous places like this, where Cerberus doesn't hunt the lost. No, I'm not turning back. Not until I have some blood beads. I can't just sit back and twiddle my thumbs while the supply of blood beads dries up. I've got a family back home that's counting on me.
Did you find something good?
Oh, it's you again. You're revenants, right? I guess I am too. I'm no longer human. I've died. That's why I tried to fight the Lost too. They killed me. Now I'm so scared I can barely move.
Should we rest at the missile above? Are doomed to eternally search for blood. Look at that.
find this weapon for me? I owe you a debt. I need to train and grow strong quickly. The horrors from the Great Collapse might show up again. I'll be food for them if I don't improve. The horrors from the Great Collapse, but I don't believe that. I know they can't be gotten rid of so easily. They're out there somewhere. Waiting.
I'll be there soon.
Damn it all. I can't find him. Where did he go? Hurry up and come out. It's dark. There are too many lost and I'm scared. This place is hell. If my wife knew I was out here, she'd be worried sick. But he's in the same boat as me. We've both got families waiting back at the shelter. I'll do whatever it takes to make it back home by the day the levy is due. I've got to start hunting for Bloodbeats too. Where did they go?
I see something behind the wall. The light in the dark is always welcome. Endless darkness. We must stay wary.
Is that tag? Damn it. If we don't bring Bloodbeats back, it's all over. If we don't pay the levy, our families will get kicked out of the shelter. We can't let that happen. Damn it all. I'll do it on my own if I have to. I swear, I'll bring Bloodbeats back to the shelter. It's way too
What gives? Did my sleeping bag just crawl off or something? I remember drawing it here, or was it over there? No, I just came from that way, so... Wait, which way did I come from? Oh boy, I'm gonna have to sleep on the ground tonight, aren't I?
Path appears. My legs feel so much lighter. Lost nearby. Stay cautious. Look at that.
Whoa! Don't just pop out of nowhere like that. I almost had a heart attack. Hey, that's my sleeping bag, isn't it? You found it for me? Thanks. Me? I'm just wandering around trying to scope out a new place to live. A bunch of sinkholes appeared in the place I used to live, and the lost started going nuts too. And this area is pretty far from what I'd call safe, so I better keep looking.
Sorry, I was looking at something.
Oh, we meet again. I found a great spot to train nearby. There's just one problem. The place is up ahead, but there's an awful loss there, so I can't start my training. There's no way I could take it out. I'm really sorry to ask for your help again, but would you mind?
It's hard to keep my balance.
You defeated that Lost for me? Thank you. Now I can start training. You're really tough, though. I wonder if I'll ever be strong like you. Come to think of it, I heard rumors about a type of medicine that makes revenants stronger. Maybe it'll help if I get my hands on some of that.
Heading there now. Shall we rest for a while?
Another Revenant yanked from Death's embrace, huh? Don't you find Silva's policies untrustworthy? Thirst-inducing miasma enveloping us, the Lost running rampant. The cause of all of this misery is perfectly clear. It's all a man-made disaster caused by Silva's Project Queen, and he created more Revenants to stop her frenzy. And as things get worse, the Wall of Mist acts as the lid on a huge garbage can. The whole system is broken. I'm gathering documents and testimony to prove all this. If you find... I want evidence that
If one of us were to fall here,
I want evidence that's...
I'll be there soon. There is missing. Heading there now. We can certainly use this. Watch for hidden foes. We can rest here.
I want evidence that Silva's policies are a mistake. If you find...
I see.
You found what I wanted! Thanks. This will help push things forward. Silva's rule favors only a handful. Every other Revenant is forced to live in fear of thirst and the lost. No, even the favored Revenants who live in safety are exploited and need to pay levies. It's a system set up to give Silva exclusive control over all the blood beads. We have to escape it somehow. If we don't have to pay levies, we Revenants can unite and live together without fear of thirst.
How do you like exploring with me?
I want evidence that Silva's pop...
The ability of the six... I want to harness this power for all Revenant. That means I have to do more research into the ribcage. Are there any clues as to where the success... No trace of the success...
Oh, do you need something? You met with the researcher. She's been a nuisance lately, pacing around and complaining. Very well. In that case, take this with you. It has no special power, but it may provide clues, depending on who looks at it. That seems fair enough, doesn't it? I can understand what she wants, after all.
Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that! You... Hold on. Where did you find this? With it, I might learn the effects on the Thorns of Judgment. They're the spikes that suddenly grew from the land during the Great Collapse. It's hard to believe, but the cathedral wasn't always here. It was nothing but thorns before. Which leads me to think the successors have enough power to alter the thorns in some way. I used to work for a laboratory doing research into how to stop the horrors, but our research gradually deviated away from what could be called humane. I couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. Now I'm traveling on my own, researching the successors to find my own way to combat the threat.